What's going on, Dope fam? Back with another video. For today's video, I'm going to do a Bitcoin market analysis. I do expect, and my base case has been for the duration of May to have a higher low. I do expect the higher low to come in at around the 90k region, but nonetheless, I will be relaying the charts to you guys, and I'll give you my thoughts throughout the duration of May. But for today's base native coin of the day, it's TOSHI. TOSHI is a base native meme coin and base chain, and I've shared you this coin countless times. But this chart is due for an update, and I want to show you guys why I'm bullish and what I think is going to be happening for the foreseeable future for the TOSHI coin. But nonetheless, I'm Dope Oxide. I make content on YouTube, X, and CoinMarketCap, so be sure to follow those pages, like and subscribe, comment down below if you guys want me to cover any of base native coins. I'm always listing down, and I will be covering all the coins you guys are commenting. But yeah, so let's get right into it. So first of all, for Bitcoin, we had a bit of a red day today, and to be honest, my base case has been for May to just grind down from here and probably make a new higher low ideally. Reason being is it's based on seasonality, and to be honest, the stock market and Bitcoin have done quite a bit of a bounce for the past month or so. So we are due for a correction, and the correction would probably be anywhere from like 5 to 10% in my opinion. So taking the worst case, in my opinion, it would probably be around the 88k region. I don't think we'll get that low. I don't think the Bears are deserving of that price. So I do suspect that we're probably going to end up only going to like the 91, 92k region. But I'll relay it to you guys. And yeah, so that's just my base case. And as of now, it does look like we're probably going to head there very soon. Our major support right now is the 93.2, 93.3k region. So once we break down from those levels, I do expect 91 to 92k to be tagged, and then end of May/June we'll probably have that massive leg up to the upside. For total coin market cap, same thing. We are getting a bit of around the top here, and I do expect a higher low to come in soon during May/June, which will be really good for the total coin markets because obviously our altcoins will have higher lows getting printed, and then we most likely will break out depending on Bitcoin's performance. For liquidations, we're getting a bit of liquidations built up at 95.7k region. Let's see if we get a scam wick above there. Not sure how it goes, but it's pretty interesting to see that there's a lot of people shorting the markets right now, and we have quite a bit of liquidations at that key region. For open interest, we're actually grinding lower, which is good to see. As you can see, it looks like open interest is wanting to grind down lower, which is obviously good for us because it means there's less perp traders trading the markets, and the spot bidding is actually propping up the markets. Long short ratio, so yesterday it bugged out, but it's looking like it's actually grinding up higher. So it looks like the market is resetting, which is very healthy. And it still looks like it's still in the red phase for the 12-hour, but obviously the 1 hour will be front running what's going on. It's looking like it's going to be resetting, and we're probably going to see more blueprints/green prints in the next few days or so. So for the tweets of the day, first tweet by Bitcoin, sell in May, regret the play. So this goes back to my thesis, like, yes, I do expect a dip to happen during this month, but it's not a call out to say, look, you guys should be selling and buying lower, because nothing's guaranteed, and at the end of the day, my base case is much, much higher prices in the next 3 months. So I would not be timing it just in case we actually don't end up getting that, and we have a massive lockout rally from here. So, because obviously that scenario is still on the cards. So I would not be like just looking for maybe like, let's say if you sell here and then buy back 3% lower, it's not worth the risk to reward because you might gain 3%, but you could potentially be missing out on, let's see, the target is 150k. So for gaining 3%, you could potentially miss out on like nearly a 60% gain. So I would not be trading these levels. The risk to reward is not good enough for me, and I'd rather just stay in spots and just wait for those major signals to play out. And that just goes back to saying it's a lot of people think it's selling May, but it's just more so just wait it out because I do expect a massive uprising by end of May. First tweet by Income Sharks. So hard to ignore the 3 huge stock market gaps. The fact that retail spent a record $40 billion buying the dip in April, and we went 9 days of green with us going from fear to greed. It's been an awesome hated rally to play, but hard to ignore the elephant in the room. So this goes back to why I also think that May will probably have a dip for crypto markets. The stock market just has had a massive leg up to the upside, and we're just due for a correction and to get these gaps filled, at least to get this gap filled down below here, or even these ones, which would be quite an aggressive dip. I don't think we actually reach this low. My base case will probably be going down to these levels and then grinding back up at the end of May. So we'll see how it goes. But at the very least, I do expect a correction in stock market and crypto markets. So it's just to be expected because, yeah, for both markets, we just had massive leg ups to the upside. Next week by Income Sharks. So this is also another piece of confluence. VIX chart is actually looking like it's making a higher low. And VIX chart is basically the amount of volatility in the market. So it's just made a higher low. Ideally, it doesn't make a higher high because that means the markets probably has crashed a lot by then. So let's hope it rolls over from here. So we might go here and then roll over from there, and then the bull market really kicks off. So let's see how it goes. But this is probably like a red flag to you guys saying, look, there is probably going to be volatility coming in the market, and it'll most likely be to the downside because we just already had such a massive leg up the past 3 weeks. Alright, so next portion of the video would be for today's base native coin of the day. So it's TOSHI. So I'm just going to do a TA analysis and show you guys an update of the charts. So for the shorter term time frames, I'm going to be doing on Coinbase since that has more volume. So first of all, we're actually having a nice little hidden bullish divergence. Just a reminder what hidden bullish divergence is. Hidden bullish divergence is lower lows on the RSI, but higher lows on the price. So this is textbook bullish hidden divergence, and as you can see, back in of 7th April, we printed our low, and our RSI was about the 33 range. Now we're actually printing a massive macro higher low for TOSHI, and the RSI is looking like it's way below what we were back in of April, which is good to see because it just means momentum is resetting, and because it's more bullish, so because the RSI has reset. Momentum has reset, but we're actually having a nice little higher low here. So really good to see, and it's something to note because it just means strength is most likely kicking in for TOSHI. And as long as we don't make new lower lows for TOSHI, I do expect a massive uprising for TOSHI once Bitcoin starts breaking out in May, June. So the charts are looking really good for TOSHI, and we just need to keep this higher low in play. And the invalidation area would definitely be around that 0.002 region. We don't want to go below that because it just means a new lower low is made and the charts are rolling over. So let's see if we can hold this. Ideally, we can hold above the 0.003 area. That's a major level significance because that would confirm this area here was a deviation and above here was just a massive accumulation range. So ideally, we just hold that and then bounce from there. For TOSHI chart on OnChain, so I'm looking at the 3-day chart. So this is very high time frame kind of stuff. And as you can see, we had that MACD reset, which is really good to see. It just means momentum is resetting successively. And another thing to look at the daily as well. We had that nice little consolidation back of last month. And as you can see, yeah, during 12th of April and 20th of April, we consolidated a bit. It's looking like it wants to retest that flag. So like I said before, let me go to the price chart actually. The price chart pretty much just shows that, look, we're probably going to retest those key levels. Let me just change back to the daily. So I'll quickly draw it up. So it's looking like, so about 0.0031 to 32 is a major key level of support. So like I was saying on the Coinbase chart as well. So 0.003 to 3.2 is definitely a level we want to hold for TOSHI because that just confirms a higher low is being made, and then we're most likely going to make a leg up pending on Bitcoin's confirmation to the leg up to the upside. So looking really good for TOSHI. TOSHI's looking really bullish, and the chart just needs to develop, and the base case is definitely making that higher low for TOSHI, and then we can have that massive leg up to the upside, especially when Bitcoin goes up, Ethereum goes up for May, as well as the base chain ecosystem. But that's all to the video, guys. If you guys like the video, like and subscribe. Comment down below if you guys want me to cover any other base native coins. I'm definitely noting down all you guys commenting down. So I appreciate all the help because it makes the research a bit easier. And yeah, so that's all to the video, guys. Have a good one. Peace.